welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be breaking down some of my favorite sitting poses for high school seniors that you can take and use at your next shoot. So if that sounds like something that would be helpful, go ahead and keep watching. And this YouTube channel is where I share education for photographers as well as a little bit of a peek into my life living in the low country, and I am so glad that you're here. This is actually the first video that I have filmed since getting married on May 6th, which is very surreal, very exciting. We filmed a few months in advance so that I could take the entire month of May off for our wedding and our honeymoon. So this is me getting back into the swing of things, and it's been such an exciting few months. Don't worry, I'll catch you up on it, I promise. But today we are going to be talking more about one of my favorite topics, which is senior posing. If you are brand new to this channel and you know nothing about me, I have been a photographer for over 10 years now, which is surreal to think about. And my specialty, or my niche, has always been high school senior portraits and college grads. Kind of one and the same in my brain. So I've been doing that for 10 years now, and I specialize in educating thousands of other photographers about how to do the same thing. One of my favorite topics to teach on is posing, because I really believe that the way that you pose your clients, especially with seniors when they're by themselves, they've probably never had professional photos taken before, the way that you pose them and give direction and make them feel comfortable in front of the camera will really make or break not only the way that your images look as a result, but also how your client feels and remembers their experience at your session. So it obviously, on the obvious side of things, affects the quality of your images and your final galleries. But I think the deeper part of this that some photographers don't necessarily realize or understand is that posing and the way that you make your clients feel in front of the camera is everything. In my experience, that actually determines whether or not they leave a positive review and refer friends to you, or if a parent will bring a younger sibling back when they graduate. So it really, really matters. You can either make your clients feel comfortable and confident and radiant in front of the camera, or you can make them feel shy and timid and awkward, and all of that is based on how you communicate your posing. So clearly, I really believe in the power of this and how it can make or break your senior client experiences. So I've done lots of videos on posing in the past, but this is going to be a really fun one because I'm going to talk you through 4 of my favorite seated or sitting poses that you can try incorporating at your next shoot. Not only that, I'm going to actually let you see me do the pose in real time with a real senior client, not a model, a fully paid senior client. I actually have a monthly membership called the Senior Scoop, where almost 500 photographers every single month get to watch me at a full uncut senior session. They get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly, but they get to hear me teach on things like how to do last second location change if there's scaffolding on the location that your client had their heart set on, how to deal with an overbearing mom or a senior that doesn't like her makeup or a wardrobe malfunction. We talk about lighting, we talk about composition, we talk about camera settings and shooting and posing and locations, and it's only $27 a month. So the clips that you're going to see in this video today are actually clips that were taken from that membership, but the fun part is most of these clips are from shoots that are not in the membership yet, which means if you joined the membership right now for $27 a month, you'd get to see the entire shoot, not just the 1 to 2 minute clips that we're going to give you in this YouTube video today. So I'm going to link that down below if you'd like more information. You can also get access to a free month worth of content as my gift to you, just to say thanks for tuning in. So check out those links down in the description. But let's go ahead and dive into the good stuff and talk about those sitting poses that you can try at your next shoot. Number 1 is a pose that I love doing with all of my seniors, especially if we're shooting in an open field or in an area where there's a lot of pretty foliage or flowers that are low to the ground. I call it the knee tuck, and you're gonna see this at Tia's senior session in just a second. She's actually a college grad. Basically, I like to have my client sit and pull both knees in towards their chest, and that can be a little bit unflattering if it's done incorrectly. I see a lot of photographers that do seated poses that are a little bit stiff or unnatural, and I want my posing to feel as genuine and as candid as I can. Obviously, that's not always possible, but my goal is to make it feel like it's authentic and not stiff or awkward or stuffy. So with this pose, I have my clients bring their knees to their chest. If I were to just leave leave it at that. That would probably look like they're doing a cannonball into the pool, right? Like just hug your knees in. That's not super cute. What I love to have my clients do is involve their arms in the pose. So you'll see with Tia, I have her rest her elbows on her knees and tuck her head into her hands like this. This brings everything really close together from a composition perspective, creates leading lines of both her legs and her arms pointing and bringing attention towards her face, and she's able to rest her head slightly into her hands, which creates a little bit more of a natural feeling and looks a lot more flattering than just sitting straight up with your knees tucked in like you're doing a cannonball. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut to Tia's shoot so you can see what this pose looks like in real time.
Love. And then do you think that you can bend your knees up so you can rest your elbow on without like flashing anyone or feeling uncomfy? Okay. Maxi dresses usually let you do that, but just in case, I actually love both hands rested there, kind of in those curls. Yep, just like that. And this is gonna be one of my favorites, I feel it. Eyes down towards this shoulder for me. Gorgeous. I'm gonna get my settings locked in again. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. These are so good. And let me do one thing. Beautiful. Pop those eyes right here towards me and chin tilted into your hands a little more. Yep. And then just smiling here towards me. Gorgeous. Oh, that was one of my favorites.
This next pose that we're going to talk about is sitting on stairs. And I know that's super niche and specific, but one of the ways that I really like to add variety into my senior sessions is by being really intentional about where I photograph my clients. I'm very intentional about choosing locations. I try to select locations that have multiple options in terms of posing. I want my client to be able to sit and stand and lean and lay and kneel, and my surroundings or my location are really going to determine whether or not I can get that pose variety that I'm hoping for. So this location, they had these lifeguard stands that were out on the beach, and they had those really cool looking stairs leading up to them. And I really wanted my client to sit there because, again, from a composition perspective, it's creating leading lines and adding a lot of interest. And there's lots of pose variations that we can do sitting on stairs. But again, I see a lot of photographers do this in a way that feels very stiff and almost a little cheesy. We've all seen those poses where they're just sitting on stairs with like their hands over their knees like this. And those can be really, really cute. But I think there's ways to create some seated poses on a staircase that feel a little bit more genuine. One of those is that I like to have my clients put one foot a little bit lower than the other, or one foot up higher, one step higher than the other. This creates a little bit more of a flattering body angle. And then again, I like to incorporate those hands. I like to have my clients slouch over like this. I like to have them throw their arms over, but kind of leaning into one shoulder and just creating interest and genuine movement versus just kind of standing there super stiff like this.
I'm gonna have you sit, like 2 steps up right there. Cute. And then let's bring one knee up, so like 1 foot up there with you, and kind of hug into that knee a little bit. Yep, just like that. Let's do kind of throw over like wrist cross. Yep, you got it. Perfect. And almost turn out a tiny bit this way. Cute, just like that. And kind of lean that shoulder in towards me. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna get this without falling down this little ditch. Maybe. Cute. Oh, I love this. And then just kind of leaning in a little more, laughing right here towards me. Perfect. And then let's switch legs and try hugging that front leg into you a little bit. Yep, just like that. Perfect. And then let me see. What do I want to have you do? Let's have you slouch over and kind of rest that head on that knee. Yeah, just like that. And kind of hand in your hair right here. I'm going to pull a tiny bit up on this side and see if I can get, oh, I might not be able to. Hold on. Okay. I don't want to block your face. Let me see. Maybe. Yep, there we go. Okay, and kind of rest that head in that hand. Yep, perfect. And smiling here. Oh, girl, this is so cute. And laughing out towards the water over that shoulder. Beautiful. Perfect. And then I'm going to have you face me head on and go ahead and drop one of those feet back down. And I actually love your hands kind of resting there, like leaning in towards me, laughing. I'm just going to back up a smidge. Josh and I are working our best not to break an ankle. Yeah. We have climbed like cliffs today. We've been all over the freaking place. Okay, and smiling right here towards me. Oh, this is precious. And then laughing straight off that shoulder. Gorgeous. And then kind of leaning towards me, laughing like a ha ha ha, cheesy laugh. Oh, that was perfect.
And then the last pose that I want to show you is actually from another portion of Cora's shoot. This was at the epic flower fields in California, which was one of my dream locations to shoot my entire life. If you're watching this when it's posted in July 2023, then this session actually goes live next month inside of the Senior Scoop membership that I mentioned earlier. So if you freak out over the flower fields like I did and you want to watch the full shoot, you'll definitely want to jump into the membership membership. But the clip that we're going to cut to is the crisscross applesauce pose, or just sitting with your legs crossed in front of you. This is a super, super cute pose, and I actually love it for seniors specifically because it feels a little bit girly. It feels a little bit like not childish, but it just feels cutesy and girly and young, and not like we're trying to be super top model-esque with girls that are only 16, 17, 18 years old. So my goal here, and anytime I'm doing seated poses, is again to create interest from a composition perspective. I really want to get my clients lower to whatever foliage or tall grass or flowers that are in the background. That's typically when I'm doing seated poses, is to get those things in the frame. So in this scenario, obviously it was the flower fields. I really wanted her to be down in level with all of these gorgeous flowers. So what I had her do is sit crisscross applesauce, but again, I don't want it to feel stiff and unnatural. So I'm not gonna have her just sit straight up. I'm gonna have her slouch into one knee. I'm gonna have her hug her feet in the middle. I'll have her rest one arm and bring one in her hand. And you'll kind of see that flow of poses when we cut to chorus senior session.
How do you feel about sitting in these jeans? In the dirt. Oh, you just said they're your standing jeans.
I don't mind.
Are you sure?
I'm not wearing
Okay, because I think sitting right here where there's like flowers on either side of you would be so pretty. Like crisscross applesauce if we can. If not, we can. Oh, I'm very impressed. You just said they were your standing jeans. I'm gonna have you back up as far as you can so that you're like touching the tape, but not gonna hurt them, obviously. Yep, perfect. And then we're gonna just hold on in front of your legs right there, kind of tilting to one side, just like that. Perfect. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna back up the tiniest bit. That's my close-up lens, so I gotta keep moving back. Oh my gosh, this is just gorgeous. And smiling here towards me, cute. And then I'm gonna come from this side. Let's do that front hand. Can you kind of rest it next to you to support you? Yep, and then this hand up in your hair, perfect. And we're gonna move that kind of shoulder away from your chin a little bit, right there, beautiful. Turning my camera on would help. There we go, perfect. Oh my gosh, gorgeous. And they're in the foreground right here, which is so pretty. Hold on, I'm gonna back up the tiniest bit. Doo-doo-doo. Beautiful, and kind of leaning in, yes, right there. Gorgeous. And then kind of leaning towards the camera, just laughing a little bit this way. Yes, this is so cute. Perfect.
And lastly, I wanted to give you a quick bonus pose for a guy senior session. And I see a lot of people in the photography world call this the power pose, especially for grooms on wedding days, but it works beautifully for senior guys as well. So you're gonna get to see a clip from Chad's senior session in downtown Charleston. And again, we're incorporating the staircases outside of the beautiful homes on Rainbow Row. I had him sit with both of his feet up on the stairs, one a little higher than the other. I had him put one hand in his pocket, then lean forward on one elbow. It creates a really flattering angle for my guys. We can do profile, we can do serious, we can do smiling, but it's always one of my favorite shots from my senior guy session. So here is that clip from Chad's shoot.
Okay, I'm gonna have you sit on the third step up right there. And I'm gonna have you put your right hand in your pocket. Yep, awesome. And then you're gonna kind of lean up on that left arm right on your knee. Oh no, it looks great. It looks great. And then eyes right here towards me, or sorry, lean towards me a little bit. And then we're gonna look over that shoulder for me. I'm gonna get a couple angles here. Perfect. Let me just adjust. Awesome, and smiling right here towards me. Perfect. And then do you have a watch on the other wrist or anything? Okay, perfect. Go ahead and put that hand back in your pocket then. I was just gonna switch if you did. And then eyes right here smiling towards me. Awesome. And then I'm gonna have you actually lean in even more so you're like really putting weight, yep, on that shoulder, perfect. Awesome. And then I'm gonna have you looking over towards your mom over that way, and we'll actually do no smile for this one. Awesome. And then eyes right back here towards me. Perfect, love it.
So guys, I hope you found this helpful. I hope it was kind of cool to hear me talk about the pose and then also see it happening in real time. You'll have to let me know down below if you liked this structure and what other poses you really struggle with at senior sessions. Do you struggle with close-ups or standing poses or leaning poses? Let me know and we'll do more versions of this video. Like I mentioned, there's a free gift for you in the description down below if you'd like to watch one free month of the Senior Scoop, or in other words, see a complete uncut senior session with all of my real-time thoughts on my decisions at the shoot. The link is in the description to grab that as my free gift for you. I share new videos for photographers every single week, and I would be so grateful to have you subscribe. But until next time, bye.